on Bring Her Back is easily the most disturbing film I've seen all year. When we spoke last, we were talking about Talk to Me. We talked very much about your old school style of movie making, and I wondered how that had developed or maybe changed over the past couple of years, or are you still keeping it as real as ever?
Oh my gosh, everything is as practical as possible. There's no complete CG elements. It's always about trying to capture these things in real life, in the frame. It's always the best and funnest way to do it. So yeah, I think Bring It Back definitely kicks it up a notch in terms of practical effects, for sure. Yeah, that's always a fun challenge. Like, how do we execute this for real?
Surrounding yourself with talented people. I think that's, we've all got the amazing experience from Talk to Me, and then taking those lessons to Bring Her Back. And even Bring Her Back, there was so much that we learned that we can't wait to be putting into the next film. Yeah. So it's just constantly learning.
So where did the idea come from for Bring Her Back? Is there any sort of personal element to this one?
Yeah, I mean, we were writing it while we're going through a bit of grief at the time. Like our cousin lost her 2-year-old. So I think that made its way into the script. It was also based on our friend's little sister who's non-sighted and was, wanting to learn how to be independent and navigate the world on her own. And it's a scary time, I think, for her parents to sort of let her go and, catch the bus on her own. And just through a lot of conversations with her about her experience and how she sort of navigated and viewed the world and how tough she was and physical. Like, she would fight and wrestle with her brother, and they had this really incredible dynamic. So I think those were big inspiration points for Bring It Back.
I mean, there is a very strong sense to the film of it being personal. There was that line about the plane going to heaven, which really sort of struck me. It felt like it came from real experience, and that it would really resonate with anybody who's gone through some sort of personal loss. I mean, was that where that particular line came from?
Oh yeah, that particular line, because I remember our first real instance of grieving. When we were 13, our grandfather lived with us, and on Christmas Day, we came home and he'd passed away, and it was just I remember a sentiment or something that I remember one of our aunties had said to us, and it's just a thing that I've always remembered and carried. And so anytime that you're sort of writing, you always try to make it as personal and real as possible. And even our co-writer, he has a word of his partner that they use, which is where grapefruit sort of comes from, to sort of say, hey, we're being serious right now. This is for real. No joking around, no mucking around, no lying. You always want to draw and build things out from real life experiences.
Yeah, it came across, it really sort of struck me anyway. I don't know if it did the same to other people. The performances in the film, by the way, are extraordinary. I mean, you mentioned talented people just a moment ago. Sally Hawkins, tremendous as you would expect. But the younger members of the cast are really something else, particularly Jonah Wren Phillips, because you ask so much of him physically and emotionally, and he's 12? I mean, How did you get that performance from him? And by the way, have you put him off horror for life? Because I know he's not a horror fan.
So he was 11 when we were shooting, and we had the option for him when it got into the later stages with the more prosthetics and the more intense stuff, so that someone else could replace him. The monster could be coming out and could change, but he wanted to do everything himself, and he came every day to set with a smile on his face. He had the most to do physically. It wasn't an easy thing to do, but he absolutely nailed it, and we're so grateful and thankful and so proud of him.
And both of his parents are actors, and he's a really physical kid. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He just had his first fight.
Fourth fight.
Well, he said his first fight with headshots are allowed, and he won his fight with headshots allowed.
Yeah. So I've never met a kid that multi-talented. And he plays the guitar like you wouldn't believe. Such an amazing kid. And so it was so fun. Because he worked so hard on the movie, everyone did, celebrating with everyone when we went to America for the premiere and stuff. That was the most rewarding thing ever. It was awesome.
He was fantastic. It's been terrific to talk to you. I wish we had more time. And by the way, I haven't forgotten that you did say one of your future films would contain somebody called Frida, so I'm still holding you to that.
Don't you worry, it's still on the cards.
Yeah.